So I'm going to talk about it from my own personal perspective, but what I've come to terms with and what I've come to realize is that I had choices. And during my relationship, I didn't think I had choices because the choice that I wanted, which was happiness, I didn't think was ever possible for me. So that's also why I say I believe healing starts when you imagine something better and you believe it's possible. I just was always miserable, so I never believed. I just couldn't understand how happiness, true happiness, could come to me in that relationship. But I had choices, and no, they didn't feel like very good choices at the time, but it was what I chose to do. When I stayed, when I took him back, they were the decisions that I made. And the way that I weighed them up was in regards to what I thought was in my best interests and in my children's best interests. And that's what I said to my son, that I wanted my children to have their father. I wanted to be a family together. I wanted my children to grow up like that. And so that's why I stayed in the relationship longer than what I should have, because I thought my children needed that more than my happiness. And I didn't understand in the beginning that they were witnessing and, seeing and hearing and feeling so much, but they were. And so I was able to explain that, on a level that he understood, but also on a deeper level that, caused me to understand that I did have choices. And why I left him, for good was because I realized that I had the choice to either continue what I was living and end up dead. I The police incident that sparked the cutting, of the ending of the relationship, I believed that day that he would kill me. And I had previously had moments where I wondered, because he had threatened, and that was some of the reasons I went back as well, because what if that were true? What if he would actually kill me and hunt me down and kill me, as he said? So it felt safer to be in the relationship. So those are the choices that I made. I made a choice for what I perceived as being safer in the relationship than out of it at the time. And then how it came to be was, I thought I was either going to kill myself through pure depression, miserableness, and just, I had no quality of life. I was so broken by that point that I had to choose something better. I had to make a different choice. And the choice I made that day was to make a statement, press charges, apply for an AVO, and cut the relationship for good. I made that choice that day. And it can feel like you don't have that choice, but you do. It does take some planning and it does take some getting your mind around it, but you do have the choice to leave. Is it easy? No. Are there enough services out there and support? Not really, which is why I want to contribute to the healing space in the way that I wished I had, understood it, or the way I wished I had received it, or what I wished I had learned from it. But do we need to provide, more support services, housing, definitely, financial assistance, counselling, trauma therapy? Yes, we do. What can you do though? What can you do next? And if you're in the relationship, do you want to leave? Why or why not? And how can you make that happen? Because I'm in a position where I'm here now and I can tell you how I got here. And the way that I do it is I imagine where I want to be and I work backwards. So if I want to be, really contributing to this space, transforming trauma, helping to heal trauma, how can I help people, victims? How can I help people do that? And my answers were to qualify and certify in a modality that I, believed in, which is hypnosis. I've trained with now 2 different schools of hypnosis. And then, setting up a business and making myself known and really contributing to what I wanted to bring to the space. So where do you want to be, and work backwards and know that it is possible. It might not feel like either choice is very good. Sometimes my choices were life and death. Well, that was the ultimate choice. I believed he would kill me. And I knew that I couldn't stay there. So that was my choice. The choices aren't easy. Sometimes it feels like 2 crappy choices. Sometimes it feels like you'll lose on both, but you do have a choice. And the choices that I want you to make, I want you to make with a future, a better future in mind. Because you can get there. I'm getting here. I'm along my way. I will be sharing more videos about how I got here and how you can get here too. I am proof that there is life after trauma. You can have happiness and freedom, and that's what I want to contribute to the healing space. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, any of my other videos. Everything's still pretty new to me, but I'm excited to jump into this and really make a difference. I'm here to make an impact. Thanks for watching.